My dear friends, this is Dr. B. I am so happy to be back with you. God bless you for listening to me. Listening to Dr. B will help you become healthier, to age gracefully, to stay away from diseases, chronic diseases, cancer, hypertension, diabetes, hundreds of neurodegenerative diseases and other kind of chronic diseases, guys. Today, Dr. B wants to talk to you about the best Ozempic in the world. Dr. B has started using the best Ozempic in the world, a few years ago. And as a result of using the best Ozempic in the world starting a few years ago, Dr. B, who is now 50 years old, I just turned 50 years old, guys, is now in super health. Guys, I'm not healthy, I'm super healthy, right? Thanks to this new Ozempic. And I started it a few years ago, guys. Dr. B super healthy. My viral signs of those of a baby, guys. My hemoglobin A1C is that of a baby, right? My fasting sugar, that of a baby. My cholesterol, that of a baby. All my liver function tests, kidney function tests, glomerular filtration rate, creatinine, urea, blah, blah, blah. My heart so healthy. My liver so healthy. My body mass index so healthy. My BMI, body mass index, it is so healthy, guys. My body mass index, right? Guys, everything about Dr. B is super healthy. Dr. B has a flat tummy. Dr. B has a tummy flat like a board, right? There is absolutely no fat under my skin, and there is absolutely no visceral fat inside my belly, right? I cannot show you, it's not professional, but believe me, I swear to God, my tummy is flat like a board, and when I take the ultrasound probe, I'm an ultrasound expert, right? I put it on my tummy, there's absolutely no fat in it, and I check my liver, my heart, my thyroid, my kidneys, everything super healthy, my prostate, my bladder, everything super healthy, guys. Now, talking about BMI, I forgot to say my BMI, guys, is at 20, BMI 20. Think about that. Right? Remember, you become obese once you have a BMI at 30 and above, right? A normal BMI, body mass index, is between 20 and 24.9. That's 24.9. That's normal. Between 25, right, and less than 30, you are overweight. Right? So between 25 and 29.9, you are overweight. 30 and above, you are obese, right? 35 and above, you are morbidly obese, right? So Dr. B has a BMI at 20. And Dr. B is super healthy because Dr. B has started the best Ozempic a few years ago, right? In combination, of course, to sleeping 9 hours a day, exercising, low stress, keeping my brain healthy and entertained with science, knowledge, skills, blah, 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 blah. Now, what is this new Ozempic, guys? This new Ozempic that I started a few years ago is this zipping my mouth, right? Dr. B opens his mouth only 3 times per day, right? About a few years ago, I stopped completely having traditional lunch and traditional dinners, right? I never ever anymore have a traditional dinner, right? This dinner that people have with food. Oh, look at that. Let's have a burrito. Let's have a burger. Let's have a pizza. Let's have this. Let's have rice and pasta and all this stuff. And then comes the dessert. And before there was the appetizer. And then let's have some soda. And then after that, let's sit down in front of TV, watch a stupid movie, right? And then let's have some ice cream and some apple pie. My God. Guys, this is crazy. Dr. B's dinner is now a tiny fistful of nuts, right? Some olive oil or walnut oil, 1 fluid ounce, right? 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, right? Maybe 1 tablespoon of pure 100%. Everything I put through my mouth, 100% sugar-free, 100% salt-free. You need to stay away from these two poisons, right? And 100% with no sugar, artificial sweeteners. Those are toxins. Don't drink that nasty stuff, right? And then same thing for my lunch, guys. A few years ago, I replaced completely my lunch with a small little snack like this, a small fistful of nuts. Those nuts can be peanuts, right? Walnuts, almonds, pistachios. No sugar, no salt in any of these, guys. It's nasty, guys. Stay away from kitchen salt. No kitchen salt. Kitchen salt is bad for you. It increases your blood pressure and it increases your risk of having stomach cancer. Sodium chloride, kitchen salt, goes into your stomach, damages the lining of stomach and increases your risk of stomach cancer. The incidence of stomach cancer, guys, in the Western world, like Japan and China and all these Europe and Canada and USA, have been rising. Too much salt, too much nitrates, food preservative, guys. Stay away from those. So my Ozempic, guys, the best Ozempic in the world, Dr. B's Ozempic, is to zip the mouth at night, zip the mouth in the afternoon, zip the mouth at lunch. No more brunch, no more little things during the afternoon, right? If I am hungry, guys, in the afternoon, right, I drink a fluid ounce of olive oil or walnut oil, right, with my coffee or my tea, no sugar, no nothing, right? It fills me up, it cuts my hunger. Guys, vegetable fat, healthy vegetables fat, right? Like peanut oil, like almond oil, like olive oils, right? Like walnut oil. These are very super healthy fat. They cut your hunger. You are hungry, right? Get a fistful of nuts, healthy, no sugar, no fat, right? No sugar, no salt. Or drink a little bit of olive oil, 1 fluid ounce, and a little bit of walnut oil with a green tea, with a coffee, right? No caffeine after 12 o'clock, right? And my God, it will cut your hunger. Don't sit down and eat some snacks, sugary snacks, nasty cakes and all this stuff, right? It's just nasty. Don't eat these candies and chocolate bars. They're full of sugars, calories, man, nasty stuff, right? And of course, in the morning, guys, I have a traditional breakfast, but of course it's not a big breakfast, right? There's absolutely no sugar, there's absolutely no salt, there's absolutely no artificial sweeteners in my breakfast, right? But I have eggs, right? Eggs are so good for you, right? I can maybe have a little bit of fish, right? A little bit of salmon. Again, I have some nuts, right? I can have some fat-free cheese, right? And I can have some yogurt. But again, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, right? I can have maybe some berries, right? You know what I'm saying? So guys, you need to cut back on having dinner and lunch, right? Don't sit down and lunch and sit down and have burgers and pizza, and don't go for lunch at that little restaurants over there. Oh, look at that salad. Oh, but it's healthy, it's salad. No, it's not. That freaking salad can be 1,000 calories. That freaking salad can be 2,000 calories if you put all that stuff that they put, and it's just nasty, guys. They call it salad, but it's not healthy, right? And then after that comes, oh, let's have the pizza for lunch. Oh, let's have the burgers and this. Oh, let's have the enchiladas for lunch. I mean, and then comes, of course, the guy comes out, the server asks you, oh, so you had a good lunch? Oh, yeah. What do you want for dessert? We have some good ice cream. We have some good chocolate cake. And then comes the ice cream. Next thing you know, just for your lunch, you had 3,000 calories. 3,000 calories just for your lunch. And then, of course, in the afternoon, right? Like my ex-girlfriend, you're going to go out after work. Oh, it's after work. Let's go have happy hour. You're going to swallow that margarita full of carcinogen called alcohol. And then the guy brings you the cake and this and that. And, you know, I mean, it's crazy. And after, of course, the happy hour, she goes for dinner with her friends, right? My ex-girlfriend, her life, guys, was just surrounded, was centered by food. Her life was food. Ooh, let's try for dinner. She calls her friends. Let's go for dinner. Let's try, guys, that new restaurant. Let's try that new hamburger that came out at McDonald's. Let's try that new menu that came out at that freaking Burger King. Ooh, let's go to that Panera Bread. They have this new Mexican, I don't know, salad or freaking what. And then she sits down for dinner and she has another 2,000 calories. Next thing you know, at the end of the day, she swallowed 6, 7, 8,000 calories, right? Because at night after dinner, she goes home and her fridge, of course, now her sugar after 2 or 3 hours goes down because her pancreas secreted a huge amount of insulin, right? So the spike of sugar that she had that made her brain happy, right? Her brain, her limbic system, her hypothalamus made her happy. All this dopamine and noradrenaline that were discharged in her brain, right? Because she had food and cake and ice cream and pizza and hamburger. She's very happy, right? For a few hours. Then, of course, the insulin that her pancreas secreted makes her blood glucose goes down. Suddenly her hypothalamus says, oh, you know what, you are hungry again. So she's at home watching that stupid movie. She goes open the refrigerator and she's looking, right, from top to bottom. Oh, look at that refrigerator. I remember her fridge packed with food from top to bottom, right? You open the freaking freezer on the left side, packed with ice cream, freaking frozen desserts and everything, right? And of course she takes that ice cream and she gets fooled by the food industry, the criminal food industry, that, you know what, that ice cream that you're eating is fat free and sugar free, but it's not calorie free, right? It is fat free, but it's not sugar free. They put artificial sweeteners, which is another poison, right? And then she gets, after that, she gets also the chocolate cake, the little apple pie. Next thing you know, by the time she goes to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, I don't know what the cazzo, she has already swallowed 10,000 calories. And then she tells me, oh, doctor, what can I do, honey? babe, what can I do to lose my body fat and blah blah blah? Well, you need to zip it. You need to have this willpower to just zip it, to try to not make food the center of your life, the center of your universe. Guys, for Dr. B, food is over there in the little corner of his life. My life is not centered about food at all. I cannot care less about the latest menu that came out at that freaking burger joint or pizza, or that freaking restaurants that just opened in that neighborhood. I just cannot care less about that. I really do not care at all. Food for me is right over there in the little corner of my life. My passion is for science, learning, keeping my brain busy, being with my patients, helping you guys, passing on my knowledge, trying to make you grow old just like me, healthy, stay away from diseases and cancer and heart failure. I see dozens of patients every day with heart failure, kidney failure. The guy came just yesterday. He was my age. Had already heart failure and kidney failure, end-stage chronic kidney disease, right? He had a fistula to go on hemodialysis because the diabetes and the high blood pressure all these last many years had killed his kidney, so now he's waiting for a kidney transplant, but in the meantime, the heart has also given up. So once he gets the kidney transplant, then he's gonna have serious also problem with the heart. For God's sake, you need to control a little bit your appetite. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to make food not the center of your universe. Like my sister, right? Like my ex-girlfriends, all of them, food is the center of their universe. Now my sister says, oh, but you know what? I eat healthy food. But what do you mean you eat healthy food? The healthiest food in the universe, even if you eat a lot of it, well, your body's gonna store it as fat, right? And I'm sorry, you're not eating healthy food because you spend a lot of time eating out, right? So you come home, obviously you cook for your kids and blah blah blah, but the food that you bought at the store, at whatever store it is processed food, is full of chemicals, carcinogens. And then with your friend, with your husband, with your kids, you guys constantly go out, try this restaurant, try that restaurant. You know, those restaurants, it's all processed food, full of sugar, full of salt, full of nitrates, full of nitrites. Guys, remember, nitrates and nitrites, they go into your stomach. Those are food preservatives. Nasty stuff. They go into your stomach. What happens to nitrates and nitrites that they put in your food? They become nitrosamine. They give you stomach cancer, right? So stay away from this nasty stuff. And then, of course, then she wonders why her kids are gaining weight. The little teenagers, right? They already have a belly. Her husband, the belly is that of a 7-month-old pregnant woman, right? The husband of my sister, the belly is that of a 7-month-old, almost 8-month pregnant the guy is. But they're happy. Oh, we have to enjoy life. Okay, and then she gets diabetes, she gets high blood pressure, her husband starts to have problem with his heart, with the kidneys. They don't give a cut, so they just keep eating and eating. No willpower to use Dr. B's best world Ozempic, right? To zip the mouth, right? Because their life is just work, and their work is regular work, so they don't find any happiness at work, right? And I'm not criticizing. Every work is different. People need to pay the bills. I am blessed to work in the clinic and to see doctors and nurses and medical assistants and patients. The environment is fantastic and patients love us all, and I love them back. I love you back. I care about you. I care about patients. My job is fascinating. I will never retire because of this. There is no way Dr. B is going to ever retire. I'm going to work until I'm 100 years old, God willing, until in my deathbed I am in. So because they don't have a job that is satisfying, like mentally speaking, right? It just brings the money to pay the bills and to raise the kids, right? So, and then they're not absolutely interested in doing anything else than just eating, right, during their free time, and just entertainment. Their life is just entertainment and food, right? Ooh, just like my ex-girlfriend, same thing. Entertainment and food, right? Oh, look at that. There's this new Disney movie that came out. We need to go this weekend and watch that freaking movie. Oh, okay. And then, of course, during the watching the movie, before that, they go to dinner at a restaurant. After the movie, they go have some more food and desserts. And during the movie, they feed themselves and their kids these nasty popcorns with sodas full of sugar or fake sugar substitutes, right? That diet drink that is absolutely even worse than the regular drinks, right? And then they complain why they are having diabetes and high blood pressure and heart failure, kidney failure, and all this nasty stuff, guys, right? So they don't have, I call them, guys, adult children, right? I told my I don't have a wife, I apologize. I told my ex-girlfriends and I told my sister, you guys are what I called adult children. Like, they behave just like children. They are unable to control their food intake like children, which is normal for kids, right? All a kid cares about is constantly eat, right? They are growing, they are developing, they become teenager, they constantly eat. My sister has to go to Costco, fill up the freaking SUV, right, at the end of every week, come home, fill up again these two massive refrigerators that she has at home to feed her kids. At the end of the week, at the end of next week, there's nothing left. Let's go back, fill it up, feed the husband, feed the kid with this massive amount of food. And of course, in the meantime, at the same time, whether it's my ex-girlfriend or my sister and her husband, constantly in search of endless entertainment. From the movie, they want to go to that, there's this new concert that's coming, we have to watch. And then, like that, tomorrow there's this festival, but I don't know what freaking festival it's gonna be. And that festival, it's always about food, millions of food stands and blah 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 blah. And after that, the next day we need to go to Napa, try some wine, and after it just never ever ends. I call them adult children. Now, my ex-girlfriend, she didn't have any kids. Now, I understand somehow my sister, she got kids, so she needs to entertain them, but herself too and her husband, there's nothing else in their life. They're absolutely not interested in learning a skill, learning a language, right? Reading a book, improving their knowledge about the universe, right? Improving their knowledge about science, learning something. They're constantly on this stupid TikTok, Facebook, stupid stuff, and constantly their brain, just like a kid, has to be entertained constantly. And you never see the purpose, the end of it, just like a kid. A kid wants to be constantly entertained, right? Until they grow. This year they want this, the other year they are into karate, the other year they are into collecting like soccer fans, memorabilia, the other year they want to go into swimming, this other year they want to go into Disneyland. A kid just never ends, right? From the moment a kid wakes up, it's all about food, constantly about being entertained and have fun, right? So my sister the same, but my sister again and her husband, where they have to entertain the kid, but themselves, they are not into anything else. They are absolutely not into going volunteering at a church, at a mosque, at a synagogue, at a nursing home, go volunteer at a homeless shelter, go volunteers for elderly people, go volunteer at the hospital, are a healthcare visitor. Nothing. Go learn to play chess, go learn to play guitar, go learn to draw, go learn wood carving, go learn, for God's sake, so many things you can learn. A language, did I say a language? I mean, there's millions of things that can keep your brain intellectually busy and give your life meaning, content, than just stupid, endless, superficial entertainment. Now, my girlfriend was exactly the same, but she didn't have no kids, so I didn't understand it, because her life was just centered around food and constant entertainment, right, with her best friends, and she was trying to constantly drag me behind her to go constantly either eat or go to this superficial, endless, pointless, meaningless entertainment. She was absolutely not interested, right, in sitting reading a book, right? Have you ever read a book about of Hemingway? Have you ever read any book about philosophy? Have you ever read any book about poetry? Have you ever, I mean, whatever the catch makes you happy, but it has to be something meaningful, right? If it's not a book, I don't know, learn a language. She was absolutely not interested. The only language she would speak is freaking English, right? But she lives in California, right? I live in California, in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, right? I live in Mountain View. I mean, how can you not at least want to learn Spanish, right? Dr. B speaks fluently 5 languages. I speak 5 languages, right? Fluent, written, spoken. English, French, right? Spanish, Italian, Persian, Farsi. And Dr. B keeps entertaining himself by learning his language number 6, which is the Thai language. Dr. B right now is 20% to being 100% fully fluent. 20%. I can read the Thai language. I can speak it. I can understand it, albeit about 20% of the level of being 100%. But every week, I try to dedicate some time to also learning the Thai language, despite being so busy with work, right? All my report, the gym, I need to sleep 9 hours, right? I still keep my brain busy, intellectual, and I have to read all these medical journals, right? At least 1 hour a day I need to read a medical article about a new medication, about a new treatment, about a new procedure, right? So that I keep staying the best on top of my knowledge and skills, right? So that I can help you guys. So my ex-girlfriend, she was absolutely not interested in any of those, right? Her life was, as I said, and I used to call her an adult child, just like a kid. Just go watch the latest movie that came out, like as if it was an emergency. Oh my God, the new movie. And then at home she had this stupid HBO and Disney Channel and that channel and that channel, and still staying hours in that stupid couch and eating this, eating that while watching these stupid movies. And there was this stuff, this series that they used to call Friends, right? Friends, or Sex in the City, and blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I mean, I just couldn't watch those. I was sitting in the couch sometime with her. I was always busy with my laptop, but I was watching this stupid stuff, and she was laughing. I mean, it's crazy how people, adult, mature people, get this kind of stupid entertainment. Their brain is happy watching this stupid garbage on TV, right? And then constantly eating, absolutely not interested about exercising, going to the gym, getting fit, zipping her mouth, eating less, eating healthy, absolutely doesn't care about learning the game of chess, learning a language. She had absolutely no knowledge of basic, simple mathematics. She couldn't even add up two numbers, right? Absolutely not interested about that. Not interested about improving her skills in anything. Are you interested about learning how to paint? Oh no. Are you interested about learning how to play a music instrument? Oh, absolutely no. I don't care about that. Blah 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 blah. Are you interested about learning how to do photography? Oh, I don't give a cat. So, are you interested? I don't know. I mean, she was just going to work, obviously, to pay the bills. Again, her work, she was working, I don't know, for the county, I don't know what the cats what she was doing for the county, but she was absolutely not happy at work. She was just doing to pay the bills, right? So, and then she was trying to find her happiness, right? Once she's done with work, and her friends, all of them, all these girls, just like her, right? All into this superficial entertainment and constantly, let's try this restaurant, let's try that restaurant, and this weekend there's this concert coming. Of course, before the concert we have to go eat, and then after concert we need to go eat more, and then after we come back home, let's have a little party together to have a little tequila, margarita, blah blah blah, and it just never ends. Endless entertainment, endless food, and then she complains why she's gaining weight and blah 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 blah. My dear friends, Dr. B loves you. Dr. B cares about you. Please follow me. Listen to me. Age gracefully. I see what you don't see every day at the clinic, guys. I see guys 10 years younger than me, 20 years younger than me, 15 years younger. I'm 50, right? 5 years older than me, 2 years older than me, 20 years younger than me. The guy or the woman are in disastrous shape, right? Diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, list of 20 medications, side effects, blah blah blah, insomnia. This is just a destructive lifestyle. The guy is only 35 years old, right? He has a BMI, body mass index, at 35 and above. He lacks basic common sense of exercising, zipping the mouth, the best Ozempic in the world, right? He doesn't exercise. He can care less about exercise. It's unbelievable. And he comes and I scan his heart, right? I'm an ultrasound expert, right? In dozens of fields of medical sonography. I check the heart of the guy. The heart is, it's disastrous, right? The heart of the guy is only 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. The guy, his heart is a disaster, guys. Because he's been eating, right? Stuffing his mouth constantly with not just food, but junk food, and a ton of it. Thousands of calories per day. Absolutely no lack of, no ability to control, no lack of self-control, guys. Guys, Dr. B loves you. Dr. B is here to tell you that he sees firsthand, right, what excessive food intake can do to you. And remember, it doesn't matter how much, how healthy you eat. It is the quality that matters, but also the quantity, and also good sleep, exercise, right? And zip this mouth, replace the freaking dinner and lunch. After a certain age, you don't need those anymore, guys, right? So please trust me. I see, guys, what you do not see. And that's the problem, guys. The reason why my ex-girlfriends and my sister and my husband keep indulging, right, with one of these, they say the 7 sins or 10 sins, right? Gluttony, right? Gluttony means stuffing constantly your mouth with food, right? That is one of the 7 or 10 sins, I don't know, whatever the catso it is. Because they don't see the consequences of that, right? They don't see the guy who just had a stroke, right? And then he comes, I have to check his carotid artery. Oh my God, look at that, this massive plaque that dislodged and caused him to have a massive stroke, right? They don't see these guys coming with massive heart attacks because the guy has his coronary artery completely occluded. There's zero, no blood can go through that artery to feed his heart, so he develops a massive heart attack, right? I mean, they don't see that. They don't see this guy who develops diabetes and eventually develops kidney failure, is waiting on a list of kidney transplant. Guys, it takes 10 years in average. Think about that. 10 years in average. Now, UC Davis in California can put you on have you get your kidney transplant. They say about 5 to 7 years, but the average in the entire California of a guy who is end-stage kidney disease, right, kidney failure, chronic kidney disease, this guy has to wait an average of 10 years. In the meantime, he needs to have a fistula, an arteriovenous fistula, right, and go 3 times per week. Each time, each session, 4 hours, connected to a machine, a hemodialysis machine, also called a hemodialyzer, to cleanse his blood from all these nasty toxins, right, that his metabolism produces, and to remove the excess fluid that his kidneys, because the guy drinks coffee, juice, blah, 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 that his kidneys have trouble eliminating, right? So they don't see that. My sister doesn't see that. Her husband doesn't see that. My sister doesn't see that. My ex-girlfriends don't see that. My brothers don't see that. So they keep indulging on food and endless entertainment. They don't care about exercises. They can't care less about being healthy and everything. So please follow me. I care about you, listen to my guidance, and I swear to God, you're gonna, just like Dr. B, age gracefully. You're gonna age 85, 90, 95, 100, whenever God wants. But you're gonna be healthy. The day you die, you will die in your sleep, right? At a very old age, you will die in your sleep. You won't die suffering of cancer, heart attack, stroke, all these cardiovascular diseases, chronic kidney disease, COPD, nasty stuff, guys. Guys, I love you. I love medicine. I care about you. I care about medicine, regardless of your gender, your age, and everything. I really, really appreciate you listening to me. Don't do it for me, but do it for yourself. I really hope to talk to you in my next video. Get back to me down there if you have any question. I promise I will get back to you. It might take some time, but I promise I will do it. I'm so busy with work and everything. And don't forget, I need to sleep 9 hours at night. Don't forget to sleep at least 8 to 9 hours at night. I love you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.